had their key to the world card. They need those to get on and off the ship. With those photo IDs for anyone over the age of 18. Now your all-aboard time is 4:45. Team Timon, we are good to go on your adventure. Have the best time.
Good morning, my name is Steven. I'm joined by my lovely girlfriend Jalen. As always, today is day 3 and we're here in San Francisco, already off on port. We woke up a little bit late and had to rush down to get off board, but we're on a tour.
So we are doing a tour through Disney and we're going to the Walt Disney Museum as well as seeing the sights of San Francisco. Disney handles everything. All we had to do was book it through the app. This is the first time we're actually doing an excursion with the Disney Cruise Line. So if you are interested on how that goes, what it's like, stay tuned and we'll find out.
It was only one Disney cruise a year that comes to San Francisco, and that's this one, so that's really special. Welcome! My name is Martina. Our driver is Albert. We'll be with you for today. We're gonna have a fun day and the weather can't be better. We're gonna turn right in here. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna see the Yoda statue. So at 1995 and 96, they started deciding what they're gonna start doing with these buildings. This was the old Letterman Hospital. When George Lucas he purchased the entire hospital.
Okay, so we made it to our first stop at Lucasfilm and Industrial Light and Magic, and we're gonna go check out the Yoda statue, which we heard about, but we didn't think we were gonna be able to go, but thankfully this tour.
I didn't know if they were gonna take us, but...
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes.
I'm so excited. I really wanted to see this when I read about it online. So we actually get to do it.
Pretty awesome fountain, and also the cool thing is that this is actually still technically Lucasfilms, even though it's now more just another studio that Disney owns. But this is where the magic happens for Star Wars, which is awesome that they're still here.
It's crazy.
I want a Yoda fountain just like that. When now, actually, it'd be nice now. So if anyone knows how to make a fountain and a Yoda statue, let me know. That seems like a pretty awesome idea.
One of the things that's really cool is that this building that he transformed into his studios used to be a hospital. So he took an old hospital building and turned that into the place that built Star Wars.
Starting 2005, by the way. That didn't happen until after 2005.
This was the dream child of Walt's eldest daughter, Diane Disney Miller. That is why we are located in San Francisco and not Los Angeles with the rest of the Disney empire. It's because Diane lived up here and she wanted it to be close to her home.
We've just been walking through the museum for the last hour and a half, and we're almost, well, I don't know if we're almost done, but we're like almost out of time. We only had 2 hours here. Oh my gosh, there was a lot of history on Walt.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe, like, I knew it was like a big and amazing museum, but I didn't know it was like this. Yeah. This is awesome.
Family history, his history in animation, history like growing company, when he went bankrupt, all that stuff, everything. Even the strike, and it seems to be fairly honest. Like, it doesn't really like shy away from some of the negative things about Walt, because regular human being like you and me, but he is an amazing talent at the end of the day too. So, and I think we're gonna have to come back. I mean, only 20 minutes left, and so much that we've gone through, and I still feel like there's so much left. We haven't even gotten to the part about Disneyland and what his future was for it. So Walt came up with the idea for Disneyland, sitting in a park bench at an amusement park in Kansas City, and this is the bench here. Do you feel like you can come up with Disneyland right now?
I mean, I think I'm lacking a carousel in the background.
That's very true, but this is it. This is the bench.
And the laughters of the children.
This is where it all started. Disneyland, our favorite place where we go all the time. And speaking of Disneyland, here's everything to do with the parks. All right, yep. We just barely got out on time. The tour guide was definitely waving us down, but that was a fun time in the museum. Now on to exploring the rest of San Francisco. We'll see where we go. We're gonna see some of the highlights, but it was a good 2 hours. Not long enough, not long enough. We need longer.
Not long enough at all. So we made it up to Twin Peaks, which is a really high lookout spot over the city, and it is absolutely gorgeous. You can see the full city view, the Golden Gate Bridge in the background. I didn't realize how far away from the port we are right now.
Pretty good view. I just, the only thing I wish we could do is see the ship from way up here. I mean, even if it was a tiny dot, it'd be nice, but I think it's being blocked by some of the buildings. But that's okay.
But I will also say that today is a beautiful day. There's a slight breeze. It's like not super cold. I literally wore 3 layers and had to take off 2 of my layers because it was I was getting so hot. And it's literally clear. It's not foggy like at all, which is insane because normally like San Francisco is super foggy. And even the tour guide said that she's super like excited that we're able to see because normally it's just super foggy up here. But it's nice and clear and beautiful for us, and absolutely love it.
All right, we've made it to our final stop, the Golden Gate Bridge.
Big finale!
What everyone was definitely waiting for. Of course, we're gonna go see if we can walk up just a little bit, just a smidge, just so we can say we've been on the bridge. Of course, it does cost money to go across the bridge if you're driving. I think it's about, what'd you say, $10? Or maybe you said it was $8. I'm not sure. I think it was $8 to get across, $7 with Fast Track. Pretty expensive to go one way on a bridge, but you know,
imagine doing that every day.
But for us tourists who are just gonna walk across real quick, or not even walk across, just walk a little bit on it, is I think it's okay. I know it's really loud right now, but we are kind of on the bridge. We're walking a little bit. We don't have much time, so we're trying to get this in really quick. But the scenery around us is beautiful. The bay and that bridge, spectacular, absolutely breathtaking. You see it all the time when soaring over California is around. So I see it from bird's eye view on that screen, but not very often do I get to look at it in person. It's unfortunate that we just don't have enough time to really explore and enjoy time being here. I do want to note this is a national park, and that if you have a national park book, you can get it stamped. According to Auntie Shirley, that's what she went to go off and do, just so she could say she's been on all the national parks. Didn't know that was a thing until she told me. A few cool things to look at, showing you the history and kind of how the bridge works.
Some stuff showing about like the tension, the winds and how it affects the bridge, the twist. That all help, everything that helps keep the bridge and not the bottom of the water.
Yeah, also you could kind of see off in the distance a little dot, the Disney Wonder, which means that if we go back on the ship we can maybe see the Golden Gate Bridge. I honestly didn't get up and go to the top deck to see what we can see. I just kind of stayed inside the entire morning. But the really exciting thing is later is we're going to be going under the Golden Gate Bridge to get out of the bay. But first we got to get back on the bus, unfortunately. Calling it a tour, head back. It's going to take us half an hour and then we'll be back to the Disney Wonder.
Fish Alley, there's a nice big sign, Fisherman's Wharf. Fisherman's Wharf wasn't always a working Fisherman's Wharf. Over the season, the crab season has been less, and it's been harder to make a living as a fisherman. But tourism has still continued to blossom. And coming up the next street here on the left-hand side is the Bodine Bakery.
Alright, we're off the tour bus. Time to get back into the port and get back on the ship.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Cutting it close, but because it was a Disney tour, I wasn't worried. If we were on our own, we would have been back like an hour.
We'll talk a little bit more once we get back on board. Let's get on board first. We'll do a little bit more of a review on what we thought of the whole tour. Because I definitely have some thoughts, and I'm not sure. But I think Jalen has some thoughts too. More on that in a few moments. Made it in, and now we gotta go through security. Oof. We are back aboard. Alright, we've made it back to the cabin. Was a shore excursion through Disney Cruise in San Francisco worth? It was $106 per person, and then I think it was like $60 per child. We had a long day. That was 6 hours. I think we got our money's worth. I certainly think that it could have been more expensive, you know, to spend the entire day, because the Walt Disney Family Museum would have been $80 on its own, and then also the scenic view of San Francisco was about $70. So to add $20 more or $30 more for the other one, it just kind of made sense. So I think that was a good value. But the whole tour itself was a little bit of a mess. This is the only time Disney Cruise Line is ever in San Francisco. It happens once a year, and it's only during this transition. And when you do a tour once a year, doesn't exactly get a chance to become better. There's a lot of times where our tour guide and our bus driver were kind of going back and forth on where we should be going and how we should be doing things. I mean, I'm sure there was somewhat of an itinerary of what they needed to hit, but the direction of which they were going to go and what they're going to do specifically wasn't quite fully planned ahead of time. I mean, not a common route. I doubt any other cruise ships that come here do that tour. In fact, I imagine that they probably do similar tours, but they definitely don't do the Walt Disney Family Museum. They probably do the scenic tour.
I'm really very pleased with the tour that we got. The museum was amazing. 2 hours was not enough time. We wanted to read everything, listen to everything, and we just couldn't. By the time we got to the exhibit that we wanted the very most, we were out of time and we had to rush through that.
Which was the time where Walt created Disneyland. We only got to the bench and we got a few moments to look at it. We kind of rushed through that.
So, I mean, I feel like we needed 1 more hour to go at the rate that we went and the things that we did, but really I could have probably spent like a good 5 hours in that museum.
Yeah.
I think his daughter did an amazing job with it.
Yeah, and she just wanted to tell his story. Not in a good light, not in a bad light, just the story,
just the truth.
The whole thing, and for you to make a decision on who Walt was and how he was as a person. I wish we had more time on the entire tour in general. 6 hours, when I was booking, I was like, man, 6 hours, am I really going to be enjoying 6 hours away from the Disney Wonder? I totally did enjoy that time.
If I had the option to do it again or to redo the day, I wouldn't change a thing. I think it went perfectly.
It's a good way to get around, especially if you don't want to deal with having to plan your own transportation with Uber. Traffic is really a mess, and when you do a Disney tour or any ship tour, yes, it costs a little bit more than if you were to go directly through the tour guides, but the difference is that if you're late, they're gonna wait for you. They're not gonna leave without you, especially if it's their tour. They're responsible for you. Because I would no way be out so late. We only got back on board like 20 minutes before all aboard. That would never happen if it was up to me. I wouldn't let that happen.
We would have to be on board like an hour at the latest.
Yeah,
just because you never know when something wrong is gonna happen, you know. But it was fun. I had a lot of fun. But now we are done rambling on about this. We're gonna go run up to Cabana's. Probably isn't even open.
Yeah, Cabana. Everything is pretty much closed.
Okay, we're gonna run up to the pool deck, grab a snack, maybe some chicken tenders and fries. We are starving. We skipped out on lunch. And go do that, and then come back down, change for Pirate Night.
Yes, and we actually have a full Pirate Night, and everything is back. So we're looking forward to that.
So excited. So stay tuned.
Unfortunately, we got back on really late. It's about 4:30. What are you doing? It's about 4:30 right now, so everything's kind of closed. The only option we have is the pool deck. And yes, we have dinner coming up really soon, but we are starving. We didn't get a chance to eat at all since breakfast, and that was over like 7 hours ago, so it's time to go get a snack.
Hours.
I do want to mention though that the Pirates music is already playing because it's Pirates Night, and characters we already saw them. We know they're already out. Jack Sparrow's out too. We want to go say hi to him, definitely. But first, eating. We need food.
So we went over to Pinocchio's Pizzeria and asked for some vegan cheese pizza. It looks like they used the vegan cheddar cheese, which is kind of weird because it's pizza. They should have, I don't know. I guess they didn't have vegan mozzarella or something. Pepperoni, mushrooms, and spinach, and it looks amazing. So let's just dig right in and try it. That tastes like pizza. That was so good. Crust is a bit thin for me. I want to say they used a gluten-free crust rather than their regular crust. So good.
Alrighty, so I went to Daisy Delights to go get the chili chicken ramen. It's pretty good. I don't know. We'll see. But you can have whatever toppings you want, but I just wanted green onions because I don't like vegetables. So. It's got good flavor. To be honest, I've been sitting here a while, ready to record. It's really cold now, because it's really cold outside. But if it was warmer, it'd be better. This feels like a good soup. Even though it's chili chicken, it doesn't really feel too, it's not spicy. You would think, but it's not. It's a clear broth. Thicker noodles, I'm gonna enjoy it. Alrighty, so we have 2 new bandanas. We have bananas. We have 2 more bandanas for Pirates Night. I knew how to pronounce the word. I think we just decided we're gonna get dressed really quickly because we do not want to miss any of the later activities. There's nothing really going on right now, so it's a perfect time to get dressed. I've kind of forgotten to do our costume transition, so we're gonna go from regular clothes to our pirate costumes. It is a little bit colder than the actual Caribbean. It is not the Pirates of the Caribbean. It's more like Pirates of San Francisco. And pirates have to dress a little bit warmer out here. So, but now we're gonna go catch the San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge and go under that. Hopefully we didn't miss it. That's it.
Okay, wait.
Found it.
That was amazing! Going under the Golden Gate Bridge was like, what?
Yeah, and then they sounded the Disney horn when we were going under, and that was breathtaking. I didn't even know how to describe it. It was so surreal. It's just a blissful moment, but it's also like super insane because you're under the Golden Gate Bridge. It's right there above you.
Yeah.
You're hearing When You Wish Upon a Star. And
You're
everyone
feeling
is
that
going
wind
crazy.
in your hair. People were cheering. It was just like an experience that it just felt so great to be a part of, really.
Yeah, it felt like it was like the first time it ever happened or something. Like
Yeah.
It was just unbelievable. But it was really windy, though. I even lost, ended up losing my bandana.
Oh, that was
And then we
so
ended up
funny.
finding it hooked, thankfully, and it wasn't gone and flown away off into the ocean. It was still on the ship. But now we're going to go watch the show. It's a headliner, special guest, entertainer. His name is John Armstrong. He's a magician who's supposed to be funny or something. I'm not really sure. We'll go take a look and let you know. But as always, we're not allowed to record in the Walt Disney Theater, which is unfortunate.
Do you want to accept the challenge? Do you see the problem here? Mr. Gibbs has lost the ship. You're supposed to dock your going away today. That's why. Exactly. I don't either. And the ship is running. So this is all what happened. Single drop around. Can you imagine that? So, here's what we're going to do. You're going to find Mr. Gibbs. You're going to find the ship. You're going to bring that. And then you, Mr. Gibbs, Kate, yes? What's her name? Kaylee? Jayla, not Kaylee at all. I just picked one. Not Katie at all. Katie and Stephen. Is that actually right? Sorry. I meet a lot of people. Nonetheless, you and Mr. Gibbs won the battle, see who you first met. And based on your training, it seems like you'll come out ahead. I like this. You have a sparkle in your eyes. Fierceness. Where have you trained with him?
Well, I got one spyglass left. I wonder if she's running
Oh,
away.
you're keeping it secret. Good. You've learned well.
Just had to really quickly grab a picture with Captain Jack. Kind of awesome to see him on board. We haven't seen him on the last few cruises we've done, so this is the first for us. We also did see the magic show while we were at it, and that was amazing. He was hilarious. Like I thought I said. I don't know what I said. John Armstrong. That's right. That's who I'm talking about. Captain Jack is great, but I mean John Armstrong. John Armstrong is a magician. He makes magic happen.
How'd you go from Jack to Armstrong?
Because we haven't talked about the theater show. We came just from it, and we caught Captain Jack right after.
Gotcha.
So if anyone's confused about that transition, that's what happened. Even Jalen's confused. It's really hard to keep up. Sometimes things go quick on this channel. Just know you have to always be ready for a moment's notice change, and suddenly we're talking about something completely different. I don't even know what I'm talking about now. So let's go take more pictures.
More photos.
We found Auntie Shirley and Uncle Ralph, and yes, he is wearing eyeliner. I guess.
I'm not even wearing eyeliner.
Done with photos, and now it's on to Tiana's for dinner. But just wanted to give you a quick look outside of how rough it is. We do have our first pirate deck party, but with these waves, again, this might be really rough. Hopefully everything will be okay and no one gets too sick tonight, especially because I don't want to miss out on Pirates Night. What? I feel like you two should have swapped the hat and the bandana personally.
We are in Tiana's for dinner, and we just got our appetizer. I got Angelica's lime marinated shrimp, and Steven got
Swan's red and yellow beetroot carpaccio. If you hadn't noticed, they are definitely all themed pirates.
yes,
Which is really exciting.
Pirates Night.
We haven't experienced the Pirates Night dinner. We've had like somewhat Pirate Night days or nights, but this is the first time we've actually experienced Pirate Night dinner. You want to go first? You have the shrimp. It seems pretty exciting. Oh, also, it's really, really rumbly back here, so that's why I decided to just put it on the table, eliminate the human error element of the whole thing. Because I guarantee you, if I was holding it right now, it would just be a mess. Okay, shrimp.
Oh, really good. It's lime marinated, but it doesn't taste super limey. Whatever other toppings and everything that's with it enhances the shrimp. That gives the shrimp an amazing flavor and amazing taste. Now for yours.
I'll be honest, I don't think I like beetroots, but we'll see. Thin slice of beef. I was gonna say so like a pepperoni. This is not my cup of tea.
No?
You want to try it?
Those are really good. So they're pickled beets. He does not like vinegar. I do. And my mom makes the best pickled beets. But they are really good. They're not overly vinegary. In fact, I think that they're like really settle, really perfect.
I might have a better shot with the shrimp, and I don't even like shrimp.
He wants pasta with his cheese, not cheese with your pasta.
Ralph, you gotta try that for me. Tell me how that is.
Oh, this is?
Yeah.
It's always good.
Is it? You've had it before?
I sure have. Perfect scallop. Shrimp next. Oh, flavor explodes in your mouth.
Jalen was gonna get it, and now she feels really bad.
Hi. Hi, Mom.
After Ralph's wonderful taste test, we're gonna go to some kind of fish. What is it?
Guppy?
Yeah, I don't think it's guppy.
Goober? Grouper. Sales close. Start with a G.
Want to read the whole name?
Coarse cilantro marinated Caribbean grouper fillet on curried rice served with mango, lime, avocado, red onion, and black bean salsa. Ooh, that was a really good flavor.
It tastes like.
What flavor? It's tender and just has a beautiful flavor. Just that cilantro lime marinade like really brings out the beautifulness of this dish.
Did you like the rice?
I don't really taste the rice. It just tastes like rice.
Alright, I'm going to try my jerk chicken. I've had it only one time, and that was in Jamaica. And haven't had it since, but I figured if there was any time to try it, it would definitely have to be on board a Disney cruise. So we'll see how it is. It actually cut really easy. Let's see. It actually has a really good balance of flavor. It's not too spicy, but there's a slight kick to it. I really wouldn't know how to describe jerk chicken, to be honest. Even though I just got on Jaylin for not describing her food. Jerk chicken's a sweeter chicken with a little bit of kick to it. Pretty good. And the rice, phenomenal. Has pineapple in it. I like pineapple. Two really great options, you know. Either you go with the fish or you try the jerk chicken or the seafood pasta. 3 great choices. You really can't go wrong here on Pirates Night. I don't know why people say it's the worst night. I think it's pretty good. A great opportunity to change things up.
This is special for you as a fish when you want. It's a good one.
That's a good one.
He opened it and I was like, what the heck? And then I was like, is that a stuffed animal? And then it started to move. And then I just didn't know what to do. Woo. Okay, I'm done now.
Birthday for Shirley! Whoa! Yeah! Alright! We're gonna count to 3 for Shirley. 1, 2, and 3. Happy birthday to you! Hey! Happy birthday to you! Hey! Happy birthday, dear Shirley! Happy birthday to you! And many more! Oh, see the part of the show! I have an empty plate, right?
Okay.
Empty plate. Okay, I will put over here. This is salt, right? There is salt and pepper together. Alright, just can you separate it between salt and pepper? You know, like separate it for me.
Separate the salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
Did you just try it already?
No.
What do we have? I don't even know.
Alrighty, so we have what looks like an apple blueberry cobbler crunch type thing. It's maybe like an apple pie filling with like some blueberries and then this like cookie-esque type crust top thing with some cookie dough ice cream. I love cookie dough ice cream. That was really good. Is that like a gingerbread on top?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know what the, kind of like bread, but I don't know what it is.
I want to say it's like a gingerbread because that's kind of what it reminds me of. I think I taste gingerbread. But that with the apple pie and the ice cream is really, really, really good.
Well, that was another amazing evening in Tiana's place, and we were super happy with that Pirates dinner. Oh man, looking forward to the next one. I'm glad that we got an official Pirates night, but with an official Pirates night, that means we get the official deck party up on top.
It's gonna be so cold.
I know, that's the one thing that we're not looking forward to is how cold it is. But that's how it is, Pirates to San Francisco. Alright, well we've made it up to the top deck. It is freezing cold out here. And had to whip out her jacket and also get the blanket, but it is cold.
Who said dressing like a pirate was ever a smart idea?
I don't know, but this was definitely meant for the Caribbean. A couple reasons why Alaska doesn't have Pirates Nights, but it's awesome that Pirates Night is returning. This, I believe, is the first sailing that's happening, which is weird because they're going to go to Alaska and they're not going to do it anymore. So they rehearsed and brought everything back in preparation for it, and it's only going to be around for a couple weeks on the Wonder. It'll be a little bit of a season before we get Pirates Nights back on the Wonder. They do a special event show for Alaska because they can't fire off fireworks, and it's also Alaska. Deck party will be starting soon, hopefully in about 5-ish minutes. But as you can see, no one's even out here really waiting. It's pretty empty. I'm sure like right when it's about to start, it'll pack up. Everyone's trying to stay warm as best they can before the party starts.
If you wonder if you're ready to party like a pirate, let me hear you say yo-ho!
Tis high time you learned how a bloodthirsty crew really celebrates. Right, just once?
Yes.
Oh, I
Better
was in the
inside
wrong
here.
place.
Yes. Are you going to join us for a pirate buffet?
Of course.
Okay, please wash
If
your
we could stay
hands.
upright. There's some Roseanne.
It turns out they have pirate buffet.
This is so weird. This is awesome. Oh, hi.
If you'd like.
We have a baked potato bar.
That's pretty cool.
We have a taco bar.
Tacos.
We have a fruit bar. Look at that guy!
Ooh, shake it here.
We have a chicken wraps. Okay, we have a wrap bar. We have a bread bar.
Cornbread and banana bread. Ooh.
We have a wing bar.
Ooh, wings.
We have a rice bar. We have a ham.
Oh, ham.
We have grips and some toppings. Okay. We have an ice cream bar. Or we have a dessert bar, I shall say. Ooh, crepes. Okay, that's what this is. It's a crepe bar. Then we have the drink bar. Oh, sorry. Oh, and we missed it over there. There's desserts over there. This is pretty cool. I am so tired.
Since we were still full from dinner and it was only like an hour ago, maybe an hour and a half ago at best, Jalen decided to go light. Auntie Shirley only got one taco, but Uncle Ralph here is just losing his mind or
I
something.
had a number of people starting to comment over here about my kiss on my cheek. Oh, look what's on your cheek.
Check back with Uncle Ralph when he gets to dessert.
Oh, yes. Sweet potato pie.
Ew.
That sounds really weird.
Oh, it's delicious. You haven't had sweet potato pie?
No, and I probably never will.
I didn't either until I had sweet potato pie. It's nice sweet potato pie.
I just really wanted to try the ham because it actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, it doesn't look like over dry.
It didn't look dry. That was the most important thing to me. This is pretty phenomenal, actually. The flavor's good. It's not too sweet. Sometimes ham is just too much honey and it's just sweet. This is savory and it's not dry. And it's in a buffet at like midnight. Mm-hmm. You can't beat it. He didn't even get to dessert. Like he like stopped halfway there and took a few bites of each dessert midway through eating the main part of the meal.
Dessert is always best when you eat it first.
That doesn't sound right.
Oh, it's delicious. Sweet potato pie. Out of this world. It is so good.
That was a phenomenal Pirates night and an even better Pirates buffet. I mean, we couldn't have a lot of things because of our dairy allergy, but still, I mean, the ham was amazing. And if we could have the desserts, I know for sure they would have been fantastic. The pirate deck party, though, was a lot of fun. I know this is the first time they're doing it, and I think they said this is the last time that they're doing it, too, for the Alaska season. So, like I said, I don't know why they went through the training and rehearsal to bring it back, but I'm happy they did. It was so much fun. It was a blast. It was cold, though. Let me tell you, it was very cold upstairs. Best way to stay warm is keep moving. That a lot of people did. The evening is starting to wind down. There's not really much going on anymore. The ship is rocking, and I guess it's time to start heading back and start winding down for the evening. Thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed. Pirates Night was hopefully captured correctly for you and you enjoyed it.
It was so much fun. I don't know if you guys saw, but I was dancing my little heart out.
Yep, and now she's exhausted now, so burnt all her energy. Anyways, thank you for watching. Tomorrow is another beautiful sea day aboard the Disney Wonder.
Make sure to check it out when it comes out.
As always, this isn't a goodbye, but just a see you real soon.